Today's episode of Wine Time Fridays is brought to you in part by our friends at Naked Wines and Eternal Wine.
It's been a long week, right? Are you ready to wind down? Why not? It's time for the Wine Time Fridays podcast with Shelley and Phil. Neither are sommeliers, but both have a deep passion for life, each other, and of course, delicious wine. And now, here to talk about this week over a glass of wine is Shelley and Phil. It's wine time.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Wine Time Fridays with Shelley and Phil, the last episode of 2025. On this Friday, Shelley, December 26, 2025, episode 297, and Boxing Day.
Happy Boxing Day to all my our Canadian friends and Australian, New Zealand.
And family.
Imperial people.
Yeah, it's wine time. So, we have Champagne Days coming up. Like, we have to pace ourselves on champagne, Shelley, because there's not a lot available in this market, and we get some from other places, but in the spirit of trying to not repeat maybe a Cristal, we don't know, but we're going to open two sparklers today, and we're starting with this. They're both non-vintage. Do you like it? If you're watching on YouTube, we have the whole little thing that Shelley made with sand and village things, and she lit flames. Ooh, this might be the first time in Wine Time Friday's history that we've had live fire.
Catches on fire.
Yeah, no, we don't want that. I'm going to do the sigh of release, and then you're going to say what this is. Here we go. The sigh of release. We're going to do it twice tonight. Here we go. Oh, that's another pop.
Sigh. It's non-vintage Cantina Sauvignon Brut Blanc de Blanc, so white of whites. $21 at different various places around here.
Yep.
I'm sure you can get it close to you as well.
Let's see. I'm going to do this one. Pump it up.
Saving it.
Okay.
It's a bit scary.
It is a little scary. We'll put this, right here. Okay, we hope that doesn't pop during the episode. That would be bad.
Right into that.
To health,
Set the trees on fire. Everything goes up in smoke.
But at least we have sparkling wine. To health, wealth, and abundance, gratitude, romance, and
peace on earth.
And Christmas was always calm and always bright. No winds.
Why is there a little stick on here?
I don't know what the significance is of that.
Looks like a piece of grapevine.
It very well could be.
Yeah, it kind of does look like that. Well, that's cute.
Yeah, we'll probably put it in our growing box of wine paraphernalia and memorabilia and all those Ilias. This
nice little sparkling wine. You cannot call it champagne.
No. In fact, we're going to get into our wine words of the week pretty soon on this one, but I wanted to let you know that this is 100% Pecorino.
Yeah.
So it's not at all.
It's Italian, right?
This is from Italy. You should know that. Product of Italy.
So there's a Pecorino cheese too. So I wonder if their cheeses have to be labeled from the towns they're made in.
That's really
interesting. Romano Pecorino.
That's entirely possible.
Now we'll have to have a cheese show.
Oh, we should have a wine and cheese show. The seasons of Coeur d'Alene, wine words of the week are
Charmat Method.
Charmat Method.
Wouldn't it be Method Charmat?
Well,
depending on where you are.
Exactly. This is, yeah, go ahead.
Well, it's another kind of method of making the sparkling wine. So there's method traditionnel, method champenois, and this is Charmat. And it is with the secondary fermentation takes place in a large pressurized stainless steel tank rather than inside the individual bottle. So in the champenois, it ferments in there, and then they
in the bottle.
In the bottle.
The secondary
and then they
fermentation.
Will be turning it and turning it.
And then they turn it over. They freeze it, turn it over, and then the ice. Yep, disgorge it, and then they top it off with some still wine. That is method champenois, which we're gonna. There is a difference between a lot of this stuff. I thought I actually had some more elongated notes about that, but I don't. But anyway, I do about this wine. This is from Abruzzo, Italy. So what they say, aromas of green apple, citrus, like lemon, pear. I'm not getting aromas of much, to be honest with you.
It'll open it.
I told Shelley we should have sparklers because we can also have mimosas this weekend.
Yeah.
With these leftover sparklers, and I suggested we should do it with this one, not we're going to have a rosé sparkler. And I did a little digging, and there's a name for that mimosa, and we'll get into that. But I wanted to kind of elaborate a little bit more on this whole sweetness thing, because this particular is really dry. So what this one is, it's brut, right? Yep, brut. So brut is dry. It's the most common standard style. Well, like the MUMM that we're going to open up, that says Brut Rosé. So both are brut. But extra dry, you would think,
would be extra brut, but it's not.
But it's not. It's got a little bit more sugar. This is the trap.
Yeah.
It's actually sweeter than brut. And then dry or sec, noticeably sweet. Despite the name, you'll definitely taste the sugar. Demi-sec and deux. Deux. Very sweet, dessert level. So what brut means, you know what it means?
Strong.
Raw.
Raw.
Yeah.
Raw.
Literally translates to raw or unrefined in French, referring to the wine being in its natural unsweetened state. So I feel like I want a little bit more of this. I didn't pour very much. We're going to go to the next one. Golly. Okay. We're just zipping right through again, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me open it then. You want to say what we're having on this one?
On this one, we're having a non-vintage. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's not good.
Go in the kitchen.
Just stop. Oh my God. By the way, we're having these in our favorite sparkling glass. The one white wine glass. Okay.
Okay. Non-vintage MUMM Sparkling Brut Rosé. This is a French wine, isn't it?
Nope.
No.
California.
MUMM.
And
why do I think that MUMM is French?
Well, I think they may have a house, a champagne house.
House of MUMM? MUMM's house.
Possibly. You're going to finish your... Hey, Cantina. Zaccagnini Brut Blanc de Blanc. And this is... Oh, come on. Jeez Louise. Okay. I know. Second sigh of release. Hopefully this one's a sigh. Here we go. Oh.
It's not going to be a sigh. Oh, there you go. Good job.
Beautiful. I'm going to pour a little bit.
Very beautiful color.
It's a Very beautiful color.
It pours a little more this time, no?
I do, yeah. Have to.
This is like a ballet pink. I don't know.
Beautiful.
Can you see that? Can you see it now? There we go. Pretty color.
I don't know where all of our bubbly savers are. It's bothering me a little bit. Anyway, there is this. It's a beautiful bottle too.
It's pink.
California, right there.
For those wearing their glasses.
For those wearing their glasses. Hashtag cheersing.
Cheersing. That's a lot of bubbles.
It's gorgeous.
And they're very tiny.
It's gorgeous.
And they are there.
There. I like this a
would be
lot.
Really nice wine for New Year's Eve.
It's fantastic.
Or New
Again,
Year's Day brunch.
around $25 for a really good sparkler. By the way, this is Method Traditionnel, which is the same exact thing as Method Champenois. What we found out is not only what we knew, you can't call a sparkling wine a champagne unless it comes from the Champagne region of France. Okay, that's pretty easy.
But
They don't even like it that you call it Method Champenois. And they won't allow that in Europe. In the States, too far to go to slap us on the wrist. But we're not calling this champagne. But this is made in the traditional champagne method, which is fermenting in the bottle. The bubbles are coming up, and they do the whole disgorging and all of that.
we
So
have to do all the riddling.
all the riddling, yep. And so this
Like
is a
Tyridus.
Tyridus.
Yeah.
Tirage, riddle, disgorge.
Yes.
Yeah. This is
Also
delicious.
Sparkling Wine Company in Washington.
Yeah, we like Tyridus.
It is delicious.
This is really good. Nothing against that other one, but this I'm liking a whole lot. So I did a little. You want to tell our listeners a little end of the year story about what Boxing Day is, since we're doing this on Boxing Day?
So Boxing Day, it's kind of got two theories about it. It's from the imperial countries, so UK and all that. And the first thing is that it would be the day when the servants of the house received their checks, because they worked on Christmas, so then they got the day off and they had their checks. And if you ever watched the movie Heidi with Shirley Temple, you'll see them talking about Boxing Day, and the servants come up and they're passing out the checks. And then the other theory is Boxing Day is you get presents for Christmas, so then you are packing up those things that you don't need anymore and you can give to somebody else. So you're boxing up things to go to the thrift shop or to donate to other people, like if your kids don't fit their clothes anymore, the next person in line gets it. So it's one of those two. However, when I was growing up, Boxing Day is pretty much a party for the adults.
Yeah, I freaking love this story.
So, well, Christmas is for the kids, Boxing Day is for the adults. And generally, like you start at one end of the block and you go to each person's house and have a drink all along. And so in Canada,
Everyone keeps their doors unlocked.
well, they did back then, yeah. So, but also in Canada, they didn't have a lot of wine or any light kind of drinks. They didn't even have like tequila sunrise, because I remember introducing them to that when I came up.
Ooh, look how pretty this is. And you drink this?
Yeah, so
yes, we do.
Their drinks are like rye and Coke, and not rum and Coke, because you have to go to Mexico to get the rum, but things like that. However, they do keep their doors unlocked. And one time in our house, one of the people who were going
Party
door
goer?
to door, he didn't know where he was. So
I know where he was.
slept in the bathtub. He was pretty drunk, and so
And probably fairly short.
probably. Well, no, they had big clawfoot bathtubs.
They're not that big.
I don't know. From a child's point of view, they were big.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we found him. My dad found him in the morning. It's like, no big deal. He didn't know who he was. My dad didn't know who he was.
served him breakfast, and off he went.
Probably.
So
Canadians are so nice.
they are very nice, eh? Or hey. There is. I did a little research on Boxing Day.
Oh, now you're going to tell me the real.
No, you hit it spot on the first one, the servant tradition. They also have that church tradition. Churches also used to open their alms boxes, donation boxes on this day to distribute money to the poor in honor of St. Stephen's Day, which falls on the same date. So same sort of thing. And you hit it on the nail on the servant thing about giving a box containing gifts, bonuses, leftover food to take home, and as you pointed out, a check. Possibly. But there's also the Canadian way to celebrate, other than what Shelley said, the second Black Friday. So here in America, our Black Friday is the day after Thanksgiving, which this year was the 28th, I think. In Canada, Boxing Day is the biggest shopping day of the year, and it's December 26th to brave the malls for massive doorbuster sales. And of course, hockey is mandatory.
Like football here.
Right. And they have the polar dip, polar whatever they call
Plunge.
it, the polar bear plunge, yeah. They have what they call the Boxing Day dip. I will never be there. Shelley has begged me to go with her, but she goes on her own in her mind. To the polar bear.
Oh, no. I'm
plunge.
not going in that cold water.
Hell no.
Not even here, and we have that here in Coeur.
That's disgusting. Nobody should ever do
I
it.
think that Make-A-Wish, hi Michelle, is doing
Hi, Michelle.
Polar Day Plunge
That's a
fundraiser.
character flaw.
No, it's not. How many people are buying those cold things? I think that's another thing that Rogan does.
Oh, every day.
plunges.
He does it every day. Cold plunge every day. And he's an idiot.
No, he's not.
So have you ever done the pre-dawn mall lineups in Canada?
No, because we didn't have malls when I was there.
And your malls up there are not what
So.
yeah, they're
I mean, we did pre-dawn mall lineups in Southern California.
yeah, but that's
And
again.
remember one time I wanted you to go with me.
Yeah.
And you were like, no.
I know where you packed me.
In the back with the kids.
Yeah, in basically the trunk. That should have told you how much I love you.
And basically the truck.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to wrap things up for this episode and this year.
Welcome back to episode 297 on this
Don't act so
Boxing Day
surprised.
2025. We should go back and listen to episode 1 and see how bad we were. Because I know we were so horrible. We're not that much better now. But, I mean,
That's the spirit.
This much better. A little bit better. Anyway.
So we've tasted through 2 sparklers today. The one from Italy would be great for mimosa.
But now that's a poinsettia.
A poinsettia mimosa thing. So very interesting.
Orange juice plus a rosé sparkler is a poinsettia.
Yeah.
That is a lot of fire. Look how tall those are.
They're very tall. We have 3 flames.
Yeah, we do.
And this is very scary, so we should wrap this up. However, this has been a year that I wanted to talk about statistics a little bit. Okay?
Sure. I thought we were talking about that next episode. This is just a hint.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is this year. We're not down there. We're back up here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanted to say we were on pace to blow away our record for guests in a year.
But then?
We did not have a lot of guests the last quarter of this year.
Oh.
And with that, we're at 24 total guests out of 52 episodes. So we missed the mark because last year I think we were at 26. And we were well on pace to get 30 or 35, and then things slowed way down. But I do want to mention some of the guests. Since there are only 24, we can do that. Kevin Olsenberg, Wine is Like Music, episode 254.
Drums.
Yeah, John Freeman, episode 255. He's with he's with Waterbrook.
Yes.
As well as Brown Family Vineyards and Do Epic Shit, which we tasted through that night. Cinda Allen with Idaho Wine Merchants, episode 256. We were on a roll there. Susan Brown, the GM of Deneen Vineyards, 257. We had Victor Palencia, episode 258 with Palencia Wines. Paige Connery, Wine with Paige. That was a fun one. 261, Claire Carver with Big Table Farm, 263 out of Oregon.
Also fun.
Very fun. Dave Spector, Bells
they're
Up.
all fun.
They're all fun, that's right. Dave Spector, Bells Up Winery, 264. Brett Miller and Ann Seri, Highland Estates. You missed that one, and I'm sorry about that. Episode 265. Drew Allen and Ella Burgess, Capri Vineyard. They have
fun.
a great social media presence. Who else do we? Oh, Andre Houston Mack.
We didn't really name our chicken after you, Ella, but our chicken is named Ella. One of our chickens is named Ella.
We're going to have to tell her that. She's great. Look up Capri Vineyard. She's very good. Andre Houston Mack with Masson Noir Wines. We still have a couple of his wines downstairs. Caitlin Holsinski with Holsinski Vineyards. She's fantastic also. That was 269. Lane Hewitt, our friend from Revora, and they are downtown. They've been closed here and will be closed until I think this coming Wednesday. So what would that be? 5th, 6th, I think the 6th, something like that. Go down and say hi to Cooper. We also had Gilles Nicole from Long Shadows, 273, nicest guy in the world.
Great education.
Oh, so good. Maggie Hedges, Domaine Magdalena, 276. By the way, I didn't put this in the notes. A huge thank you to Ed Holmes with Jay Bookwalter. He lines up some really fun guests for us. So thank you, Fast Eddie. We have Erica Orr, episode 278. Her name will come up again in a little bit. Damon Heward from Passing Time to kick off the football season, episode 281. Janine Lum, Third Bottle Wine Bags. She was a kick. Episode 282. We only have 4 more. Carrie Skaggs, also a kick. The connector of all things, everything. Chris Upchurch Vineyards, as well as co-founder of co-founder and winemaker of DeLille Cellars. His
also
name,
very educational.
yes, episode 291.
We had some good guests.
That was in a wine lounge bar, and that was not. I don't like that. David Hoffman, Total Wine, 292, second longest episode in Wine Time Friday's history, and it seemed like a blink, and it was done. So, and then
so fast.
It did. Episode 294, not too long ago, 3 weeks. Danielle Frank, A Wine Lover's Guide to Parenting, the Fine Art of Wine and Wine Management is the book she wrote. And she's also a distributor. Fantastic person, fantastic book.
And we sent that book to my daughter. And
yes.
son-in-law.
And who? Oh, yeah.
Son-in-law.
Okay, I thought we had 2 different places. I was like, wait a minute. I only have 1 cent. What else? And so a huge thanks to all of that. Do you want to thank all of our guests other than Naked Wines and Eternal? Because we just heard both of them on a sponsorship spot.
You're talking about our sponsors, not
yes,
our guests.
all of
our guests.
I'm sorry, because
our sponsors.
Yes.
Yes, thank you to Revora, J. Bookwalter Wines, Seasons of Coeur d'Alene, Liberty Lake Wine Cellars. Her sister-in-law had a tree fall on her chicken coop also, and the chickens are okay.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Pilgrim's Market, Cinder Wine, CDA Gourmet, Elsom Cellars, and the Greatest Song You've Never Heard podcast.
They've been on. We have been on a couple times in the year,
Okay.
and I didn't put the social web because
No, don't do
we kind of pulled back a little bit on that.
Mm-hmm.
But
And Seasons of Coeur d'Alene, I've only learned this year that it's called Seasons of Coeur d'Alene because they try to match the seasons with whatever is growing and fresh and all of that around.
dining
the land.
inspired by Idaho's seasons.
Yes, yeah.
You
I
should
never
listen
knew
to our
that.
sponsorship spots
No,
sometime.
that's where I learned it.
Oh, did you really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
This is a monumental day. Season 6 to wrap up, put a bow on. Shelley's finally starting to listen to the podcast.
Or the sponsor.
The sponsorship spots. How about some wines we enjoyed this week?
Scott Kelley, Tempranillo, McGrail Vineyards and Winery, élet, The Good Life, Small and Small, Sauvignon Blanc,
It's a husband-wife team.
Small and Small.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Karen Birmingham Zinfandel, Old Lodge Chardonnay, DAOU Chardonnay, DeLille Cellars, Doyenne, and Or Wines Royale Slope Red Wine.
It was these all were fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
We were really lucky. Coming up the 31st, which is what did I say today was the 26th? So coming up this Wednesday night is
Champagne Day.
Champagne Day.
National Champagne
Yeah.
Day.
And then Fries and Champagne Day at Seasons, our
Alrighty.
favorite. That will drop, I think, on the 9th of January, something like that. Again, a huge thanks to today's sponsors, Naked Wines and Eternal Wine. I think that there was one other thing I missed. Oh, yeah. What to expect next week. Kicking off Season 7 of Wine Time Fridays. With all of that, thank you for hanging in there with us to unwrap this 2025 with some celebratory bubbles. And with a little bit of knowledge, wine becomes a lot less overwhelming. Thank you for hanging here. Season 6 is in the books. Season 7 starts next week. And we'll see you then. Happy New Year.
Cheersing. No?
Do we get a bell?
Oh, little bell. Oh, our precious egg.
Thank you for spending part of your day to wind down with Shelley and Phil. Remember, you can listen to any episode of the Wine Time Fridays podcast by visiting winetimefridays.com or wherever you get your podcasts. And join us on our Wine Time Fridays Facebook page, Instagram, or on Twitter, which is @VintageTweets, for daily conversation. Until next week, here's our toast to you. To health, wealth, abundance, gratitude, peace on earth, and of course, romance.